Hi, I'm Brian Clark, joined by Steve Flink, and welcome to our preview of the 2011 Women's U.S. Open. Steve, on paper, this draw appears to be wide open, which is putting much of the attention on probably the most talked about 28 seed in tournament history. Of course, that's Serena Williams. And when you consider the year she's had, or a little more than a year, it's remarkable she's in this tournament.
She had a freak accident after Wimbledon in 2010, was gone from the game for nearly a year. She was back at Wimbledon this year, only her second tournament back, but it's over the summer on the Olympus U.S. Open Series that she's really come back quickly into her own, winning the tournaments in Stanford, California, and in Canada, up in Toronto. So she is immensely confident as she approaches this event. She's not playing anything like 28 in the world. To me, she's the favorite.
Steve, on the topic of good summers, Maria Sharapova's had a pretty nice one as well. The Wimbledon final, she lost there. She won in Cincinnati. She's won here once before, back in 2006. Can she do it again?
She absolutely can do it again. The problem for Maria is that head-to-head matchup with Serena Williams. She can beat anyone else in the tournament. She might have a rematch with Kvitova in the quarterfinals of this event, but I like Maria's chances against anyone else but Serena because she's been playing at the highest level from the beginning of the year right up until now of any woman player in the world.
Petra Kvitova was the first of a talented up-and-coming generation to break through and win a Grand Slam when she beat Maria Sharapova earlier this summer in the Wimbledon finals. She's never made it past the fourth round here. Can this year be different?
Could well be different. I mean, winning Wimbledon changes your entire mentality, alters your psyche forever. And in her case, she's also got such gifts with her shot making. She's a brilliant shot maker. The problem for her is consistency. We haven't seen that so much since Wimbledon, but she's already demonstrated that she can win a major tournament. So she comes in here fearlessly into this 2011 U.S. Open.
At Roland Garros, Li Na became the first player from China to win a Grand Slam when she captured the French Open. Now the best player from the world's biggest country comes to the Big Apple. And what can the hard courts of Flushing Meadows mean for her U.S. Open?
Well, not only did Li Na win at Roland Garros, which was a remarkable victory on her part to break through into the Grand Slam Champions Club, but she was runner-up to Kim Clijsters on hard courts at the Australian Open, which makes me believe that she will be a prime contender here. She's got spunk, she's got verve, she's got a great ground game, terrific flat forehand. Li Na is going to be a significant factor in this tournament at the very least.
Steve, at the 2010 U.S. Open, a player a lot of people expected big things out of was Victoria Azarenka, but unfortunately an illness forced her to withdraw very early in her very first match of the tournament. How can this year be different?
It could be different because she's an excellent hard court player. She's an excellent player all around. She made the semifinals of Wimbledon this year on the grass, which is not her best surface. She's fully capable of going a long way here. The problem for Victoria, of course, is that third round meeting with Serena Williams. If she manages to topple Serena and reverse the result of their last head-to-head contest, there's no reason she can't go on to the semifinals and beyond. Victoria Azarenka, one of these days, is going to capture a major. Maybe this fortnight will be her time.
One of the more maligned top seeds and more maligned #1 players in the world in recent memory is Caroline Wozniacki. A lot has gone wrong for the Dane this year. Is she entering this tournament at the right time?
We're going to find out in a hurry. I think that she started the year in better shape than she is right now. She was 1 point away from the Australian Open final, lost after having a match point against Li Na. That was a heartbreaker. She has remained head and shoulders the #1 woman player in the world based on her week-in, week-out record, but has not played particularly well up till this time on the Olympus U.S. Open Series. Other years, particularly last year, she came in here with a ton of hard court matches and perhaps peaked too soon. This time, what I think she's hoping to do is find her best form at Flushing Meadows. She was a runner-up here 2 years ago, semi-finalist a year ago. Caroline Wozniacki is looking to get back into that territory once more in 2011.
The 2010 winner Kim Clijsters is not here, but the 2010 runner-up is. That's Vera Zvonareva. What can we expect from her this fortnight?
Vera is the #2 ranked player in the world. She was runner-up to Clijsters a year ago, didn't give her best effort in that championship match. We know she can play at a much higher level than that, but what she has demonstrated is a consistent capacity to fare well in the majors. She's an emotional player. She goes on roller coaster rides within her matches, but I think she has shown more stability in the last couple of years than ever before. Vera Zvonareva can go deep into this draw at 2011 U.S. Open.
Samantha Stosur of Australia enjoyed a pretty good showing at the 2010 U.S. Open. She played what could have been the match of the tournament against Svetlana Kuznetsova. What can we expect from her this time around?
Ever since the 2010 French Open, when Samantha Stosur knocked off Justine Henin and Serena Williams to reach the final at Roland Garros, we've been expecting big things from her. She hasn't quite lived up to it, but I've been sensing during the course of this Olympus U.S. Open Series especially when she made the final up in Toronto, losing to Serena, that she's regaining that championship form. She's a great athlete, good all-around game, a little weaker off the backhand. The forehand is her big stroke, but she has an excellent second serve. Stosur should be able to make her presence known in a big way across this fortnight.
Players had a pretty good run this year in the Grand Slam tournaments. The frenetic Frenchwoman Marion Bartoli.
Great description. She paces around in between points and looks like a boxer getting ready to step back into the ring, but she's combative in the best possible way. And I think that Marion Bartoli is also like a right-handed version of Monica Seles, two-fisted strokes off both sides. A very, very capable match player. She knocked off Serena Williams at Wimbledon. I think she can do some very good things here at this U.S. Open. Can she win it? I don't think so. Can she go to the quarterfinals or beyond? Absolutely yes.
American tennis fans are always looking for the next big thing. Could Christina McHale show that she could be somebody to watch in upcoming years?
I don't think there's any reason why not, because Christina McHale had a big win this summer over world #1 Caroline Wozniacki. She's improved considerably over the course of 2011. Likes the hard courts, will play in front of fervent crowds at this U.S. Open. She potentially could play Marion Bartoli in a very entertaining second-round clash. And I think if she can get the crowd going behind her and make it tight and push it into a third set, you never know what might happen. This much I'm certain of. In the long run, she's going places.
Finally, Steve, it's prediction time. Unfortunately, the two-time defending champion Kim Clijsters not here. She had to withdraw with injury, so the tournament is, as we said, wide open. Who do you like to hoist the trophy?
I have to go with Serena Williams to capture her 14th major championship. #2 candidate, Maria Sharapova, but I think Serena has been priming for this event ever since she lost to Bartoli at Wimbledon. She's had her heart set on it, and I think she's going to win this event and win it convincingly.
10 years after she lost the first ever primetime women's final to her big sister Venus, Steve thinks Serena Williams could be the champion here at Flushing Meadow. You can follow along the entire tournament on usopen.org with live coverage of every match. For Steve Flink, I'm Brian Clark. Thanks for watching our preview show and enjoy the Open.